In the last class we have started like this. We are having a system. From this system we wanted to send a message, a mail kind of thing to other system. This is a sender, this is a receiver, or this is a source, this is the destination. Then how this can be transmitted? Like in general we will be transmitting as a signal. That signal, if you consider it as a digital signal, we will be having this kind of structure, digital signal, like this. Here whenever there is a high is there, then that we can understand as 1, this is 0, this is 1, this is 0, again this is 0, this is 1, this is 0, 0, 1, like this. You can interpret this particular signal. Okay, this is a digital signal. Now what we can understand from here is, whatever the data that can be small message, let us say hi, this particular message will also be transformed to several other forms. Finally it will come as a signal. Okay, try to understand. Yeah, it will come as a signal here, like a digital signal. Before transmitting, before what you call transforming as a digital signal, it will be converted to ones and zeros, then that will be transformed as a digital signal that will be transmitted. Okay, at the end we will be receiving this digital signal. This digital signal can be as retransformed as bits, and these bits can be again converted back to original message, that is, let us say hi. Try to understand. Here we are having this source. Source is trying to send one message, it will be transmitted, but before transmitting it will be converted to bits, then that bit pattern will be converted to signal. That signal will be received by the receiver or the destination. Then at the destination side, this particular signal will be decoded as binary bits. Okay, sequence of bits, and that will be retransformed, what you call translated as original text message. Okay, this is overall idea you should have. Okay, of course there are so many details inside, but that is out of scope for our topic. Now the point here is, yeah, am I audible, ma?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So here our point, our discussion is confined to something like we will be transferring this bit pattern. Of course, as a signal only, we will be transmitting this bit pattern. At the receiver side, we will be receiving the bit pattern. Okay. Suppose while transmitting this particular bit pattern to the receiver or to the destination, if any bit changed, let us say we are having the data as 1011. Okay, if this is being changed as 1110, it is not correct, isn't it? It is an error. Try to understand. This is the sending message, but receiving message is this one. That means something happened while transmitting from source to destination. Okay, this is what we can understand. Suppose we are having 1011, 10111. This will be received as 1100. Okay, 11000. This is an what you call error. This is an error, or 10110. This is also an error. So now the question is, how we could able to detect these kind of errors? How we could able to detect? This is the question. This is the motivation for considering or discussing this topic. Try to understand. We will be transmitting bit pattern from source to destination. In the transmission, while transmitting that bit pattern, some of the bits may be changed. Okay, our interesting point is, whenever single bit has changed, then how we could able to detect? There can that is also an error. 4 bits changes, that is also an error. But it is like we can classify the types of errors as single bit error. Single bit error in the sense, as the name itself indicating, one of the bits only will be changed. Okay, that is single bit error. Another one is multi-bit error, we can say multi-bit error. So more than one bit will be changed. Sometimes this can be referred as burst error as well. Okay, burst error in the sense it is like sequentially some 3-4 bits changed, then that is called burst error. Suppose 10111 is the actual data that has been received as 11001. Okay, that means 3 bits contiguously 3 bits have been changed from here to here. That so it is nothing but burst error. Suppose we are having 10111 only and it is being changed as 00101. Okay, so now how many bits changed? From here to here, how many bits changed?
2 bits, sir.
2 bits. So it is multi-bit error. Suppose only 1 bit changed means that is single bit error. You can consider this as the example. 10111 is there, 10110. Okay, only one bit is changed, that is single bit error. Burst error in the sense it is like multi-bit error only, that is more than one bit is being changed, but the thing is those all bits are continuous. Okay, that is burst error. Okay, now our interesting point is single bit error. We will be dealing with single bit error. I hope you understand. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now let us consider we are having some bits like how we can get bits. First of all, before going to discuss, just 2-3 minutes we'll see how we can get bits. Actually, suppose I wanted to send 15 to the destination. Okay, this is the destination. So how this will be converted to binary? Do you know that binary conversion?
Yes, sir. By dividing by 2.
Yeah, dividing by 2. Just by dividing by 2 we will be considering the remainder, then we will be writing from down to top. Like just one more example, we will be dividing with 2, then 6, remainder is 1, divide with, then is it correct? 2, 6, 1, then 3, 1, no, somewhere we did wrong.
Sir, 3-0.
3,
2 3
yeah,
6.
3, 0, yeah.
Remainder is 0.
Yeah, 3 0, then 2 1 1. So we will be writing from the down. So 1 1 0 1. Okay, this is in binary. For the given 13, what is the base for 13? It is 10. That is a decimal value. I think you might be having some digital logic design, some such kind of subject, or COA subject, in that you might have learnt that. Yeah.
Digital
So
electronics, sir.
yeah.
In digital electronics, sir.
Yeah, digital electronics. Yeah, some name is that digital electronics, or even digital logic design. This is also same subject, digital logic design or digital electronics. I think in this semester only you are having, right, digital electronics?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, then you know it already. So now we are having some binary pattern. Let us consider 1 0 triple 1 0 1 double 1. Okay, this is the pattern. Now this we wanted to send to the receiver. This is the receiver, this is the sender. Now we have to detect a single bit error. That is the objective. What is the objective here? Error detection. What kind of error detection? Single bit error detection. Okay, that is the objective. Single bit. That is only one bit. If it is changed, then we could able to detect it. For that, what we will do is, along with this these bits, how many bits are there? 4, then 4, 10. Total 10 bits are there. Along with these 10 bits, we will be adding some redundant bit. Try to understand, we wanted to send 10 bits. Okay, we will send along with these 10 bits one more bit. Okay, one more bit we will be sending. So how many bits will be received at the receiver side?
11 bits.
11 bits. Okay, actually the data is only 10 bits, but we will be adding one more additional bit. This one bit we will be adding, so receiver will receive 11 bits. And as we are saying this as the bit, so what can be stored in a bit? What can be stored
1 or
in a bit?
0.
0 or 1. Okay, these are the two possibilities to store in a bit, right? Now when we will store 0, when we will store 1, that is the logic. Based upon this one only we will try to detect the error. It is like just you count number of ones in this number of ones in these 10 bits. How many ones are there? How many ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 ones are there. In these 10 bits, how many ones are there?
7, sir.
7. Whether it is even or odd?
Odd.
Odd. So whenever we are having odd number of ones, then you put 1 here. In this additional bit you put 1. So that why we are what you call considering 1 here is, including that particular additional bit, the number of ones will be even. Yes or no? If you are having 7 bits, 7 ones, then including that one, it will be 8. That means it will be even. If you are having 5, including that, it will become 6. If you are having 3, including that, it will become 4. So if you are having odd number of ones, then we will be adding what? 1. Suppose you are having this kind of data, 1, yeah, 100100101. Okay, now also we will be adding additional bit. This bit can be either 0 or 1. How we can decide is based upon the number of ones in this bit pattern. How many ones are there? 4 ones are there. Whether it is even or odd? Even. Whenever it is even, we have to put 0. Whenever the number of ones is odd, then we will put 1, so that including that it will become even. Now also including this particular bit, the number of ones will be even. If you put 1 here, what will happen? Number of ones will be odd. Got my point? Yes, shall I repeat once? Yes, I am audible.
Understood, sir.
Yeah. Now overall intention is we will be adding additional bit, so that we will be receiving here 11 bits. Okay, what is our objective? Single bit error we should be able to detect it. So now at the receiver side we will be receiving 11 bits. Let us consider 101111 01 011 1. This only received, then there is no error. Definitely there is no error. If it is having error, let us assume one of these bits is changed like this. Let us change one of the bits. Okay, this one I am changing as 0. Now 11 bits we have received. Okay, this is the sent text sent bit pattern, and this is the received one. Now you find out how many number of ones exist. Yeah, how many number of ones in the resultant? In the received bit pattern, how many ones are there? 1 0 2 3 4 5 6 7. 7 ones are there. Okay, 7 ones in the sense, is it odd or even? Odd. So odd number of ones. Whenever you get odd number of ones, then we can say it is having an error. error can be detected. We can conclude that it is having an error. Or you consider changing like this 1 0 1 1 1. Instead of changing 1 to 0, 0 to 1 you change, 0 to 1, then remaining will be same. Now how many ones are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Here also the number of ones are 9, which is odd. Whenever we have odd number of ones, automatically what we can conclude, it is having an error. It is having an error. Got it? Yes, you understand now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, now we are having this kind, this particular data. This is the data. Then we are adding this additional information. This information is received like this: 1 0 1 0 0. Instead of 1 0 0 1 0 1, then 1 0 1 0 1, and we have 0 only at the end. Yeah. Now, how many ones are there in this?
5, sir.
5. So whenever we receive bit pattern which is having odd number of ones, then we can conclude that it is having the error. So this is one kind of error detection code called parity. Okay, parity. And here we can understand one thing, that we are counting for number of ones, and including this parity bit. This is called parity bit. Including this parity bit, what we are ensuring is the number of ones as even. Including this parity bit, the number of ones in the given bit pattern should be even. That is, that we are ensuring. Okay, such kind of parity code we call it as even parity. Even parity in the sense, including that parity bit, we will be counting the number of ones, and we will be ensuring that the number of ones should be even. Okay, including that parity bit. Depending upon the number of ones in the data, we will be deciding the parity bit. Okay, that is nothing but even parity. Got it? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now you consider whenever we have odd parity, then what will be the scenario? Odd parity is there. Like you consider simple one, 1 0 1 0. This is the data. Now we will be adding additional bit. In this bit, either we can store 0 or 1. So odd parity we are using. So including this parity bit, how many number of ones we should have? Including this parity bit, we should have odd number of ones. So what should be here? 0 or 1?
1.
If you put 1, how many ones will be there?
4.
4. How many number of ones should we should have? Odd number or even number?
Okay, sir. For odd, 0.
Yeah, in odd parity, we should have odd number of ones. Total number of ones, including parity bit, we should have as odd number. So we should have here 0. For the same thing, 1 0 1 1 is there. What will be the parity bit? Odd parity bit?
1.
It will be 1. Like this, we need to append parity bit, then we can transfer. At the end, suppose 1 0 1 0 is being changed as 1 0 1 0 and the parity bit is remained same. So 1 bit we have changed. Okay, 1 bit error, single bit error. Whether we could able to detect it or not, how we can check? Now how we can detect? What is the parity bit? Now you calculate for entire thing. For this received one, you calculate what is the odd parity bit. What is the odd parity bit for this entire bit pattern? Odd parity. Or you can consider number of ones in this. Number of ones in this?
0, sir.
Number of ones in this is 2. So whenever we have even number of ones and following this odd parity, then we can conclude that it is containing an error. This is error detection. Understand? 1 0 1 1 and 1 is the odd parity. 1011, only one bit we have changed. Okay, 1011 101101. That's it. Now how we can do? 101101. Now how many ones are there? 4 ones are there. So as we are using odd parity here, how many number of ones we need to have? Odd number of ones we need to have, but 4 ones we are having, so it is having an error. Like that we can conclude. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So basically we will be adding additional bit. By using that bit, we could able to detect single bit error. Okay. This bit can be assigned based upon two things. One is even parity, another one is odd parity. Just a second. We will be having even parity, odd parity. Even parity in the sense we will be ensuring that including the parity bit, the number of ones as even. Odd parity means including the parity bit, the number of ones as odd. Like this we will be adding this additional bit and we could able to detect a single bit error. Okay. Next, next we will be seeing another one for error detection only. This is quite interesting, but try to concentrate. Error detection only. We are having some bits like 1011, 1011, okay. This is the data that we wanted to transfer. Okay, this is the data that we wanted to transfer. Then what we will do is we will be dividing this with one number. Let us assume 101. Okay, we will be dividing this with 10 or 110. 110. We will be dividing with 110. So it will we will be putting as first two bits are 1 only, so we will be putting here 1 and we will be writing 110. And you know XR operation, digital electronics.
Yes, sir.
XR operation, and now you perform XR operation between these two. Now what we will get? 1 XR 0. 0
One, sir.
XR 1.
One,
1. 1 XR 1.
zero.
0. Okay. Next, now you get 1 here from this. Next, triple 1 is there. Again, first bit is 1, so we'll put here 1. Then 110. Yeah. 110. Again, we will perform XR operations. So here we will get 1, here we will get 0. Okay, anyway, this is 0. Now again, we will get this one 0. Okay. Now 0 1 0, it is like we cannot continue, right? Of course, we don't have any other digits, so we'll stop here 0 1 0. Okay. Now this 0 1 0 we will be appending to this data. Actually, data is this one. Okay, we are obtaining this one 0 1 0 and we will be appending to this 0 1 0. Okay. Now let us try to consider this one 1 0 1 1 0 and what is the next one 0 1 0. Okay. Now you try to divide with the same thing 1 1 0. So what will be there? 1, then 1 1 0 we will get XR operation you perform, then we will get 1 and here triple 1, then 1. Would you able to follow?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, here we will get 0 like next we will be getting 0 from here. Next afterwards 0 1 0. So 0 1 0 means 0 first bit is 0 only, so we will consider 0 only, then 1 0, then again 0 we will get, then 1 1 1 0. Now this is 0, this is 1. Next another 0 we will get, again 1 1 0, this is 1, this is also 1, sorry, this is 0, this is 1, then what we will, this we have got. Next, what is the next one? 1. So 1 0 1, here we will get 1, one more one, I think, yeah, 1 0 1. Let us continue like this, 1 0 1, double 1 0, then we will get 1 here, 1 here, then another one is 0. Now again we will get 1 1 1 1 0. What is the remainder? 0 here, 0 here. Understand this division? Just why we are performing, I will tell. Whether this division is clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Just what we did, we have considered this as the data. Okay, this as the data, and this is the additional thing that we are considering, 110. We will be performing division, and every time instead of performing what you call minus, we will be performing XOR operation. XOR operation. What is the symbol for XOR, ma? This one or this one?
First one, sir.
First one. Second one? Second one? Second one is also XOR operation in Python. You already learned Python, right, in last year? Bitwise operator called XOR, that is denoted as cap symbol. Cap symbol means XOR only. Okay. Of course, in digital electronics, you will be using this one. Okay, fine. Next, so we will be performing this XOR operation. Then finally, we will get one reminder. This reminder we will be appending to the actual data. Here we are appending this reminder to the actual data. Then we will be getting this as total data that we need to transfer. Okay. At the receiver side, we will be receiving this one. Okay, now we have to check whether it is having the error or not. That means we have to detect the error, whether it is having the error or not. How we can find is, whatever the number we have taken, same thing we will be taking, and the received one is this one. Okay, now we will perform division operation. At the end, if you get the remainder as 0, then we can say there is no error. If remainder is not 0, then we can say there is an error. Like this, we could able to detect single bit error. Understand? Of course, it could able to detect more than one bit also, but this is the procedure. I hope you understand. Yes? Shall we need to
Yes, sir.
take another example and see, or is it sufficient? Shall we take
Sufficient, sir.
another one or sufficient?
Sufficient, sir.
Yeah. If you want, just you do one thing, you change any of these bits. Okay, any of these bits. Suppose 1 0 1 1 0 1 0, like that you do, then we will not be getting remainder as 0 definitely. So automatically single that error can be detected. So this particular one we call it as a CRC, cyclic redundancy check. Cyclic redundancy check, CRC check. CRC is used famous error detection code in networks. So CRC, what we did here, just by using the numbers only, we are trying to detect the error. That's it. Just by performing some mathematical operations. That's it. This is CRC.
Sir, why we always divide it by 6?
Yeah. Why we are?
Always dividing it by 6, like 110.
No, no. It is not what you call always 110. It is like whatever the thing you have used here, same thing you have to use here. That's it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, it is not like that. You can consider there exist some fixed polynomials. Fixed polynomial in the sense that is beyond the scope. Okay, I will tell you, like x power 4 plus x power 3 plus x plus 1. Okay, let us say we are having this kind of polynomial. This is a polynomial. X square plus 1. This is a polynomial. x plus 1, this is also a polynomial. X, this is also a polynomial. Okay. Now, what you can do is, this particular one we can interpret as 1, and this is x power 0, right? 1 is nothing but x power 0, 1 into x power 0. So, we will put 1. Next, 1 into x power 1. So, we will put 1. So, this polynomial can be considered as double 1. And here, how we can interpret? 1 into x power 2 plus 0 into x power 1, 1 into x power 0. Now, what are the coefficients? 1, 0, 1. Okay. Next, similarly here, how we can understand? This is 1 into x power 4, 1 into x power 3, 0 into x power 2, 1 into x power 1, 1 into x power 0. So, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Okay. Double 1, 0, double 1. Like this, these kind of fixed polynomials will be there. Those polynomials we will be using to find to perform this division in CRC. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You may be having in computer network subject this special topic directly CRC. Actually, as I have introduced in the network, while sending from sender to receiver, we will be receiving, right? Now, this entire thing is we are not dealing what is this transmission medium and actual text message, how it will be converted to binary, why it has to be converted. All these things we are not considering. Just we have taken one direct case, that is, whenever we are sending some binary pattern, if you receive the binary pattern at the end in some other order, okay, suppose error is there, then how we could able to detect it? That is what we are discussing directly. This particular context we have assumed, but in computer network subject you will be having so many transformation, like whenever you have this kind of message, it will go through several phases. Okay, there will be some layers, 7 layers will be there. It will go through all these 7 layers, then finally it will reach a transmission medium. It will go through this transmission medium. Then at the receiver side also we will be having 7 layers. It will go in reverse order. Whatever the order it came from source, in the reverse order to it, it will be received. Like I can give one simple intuition. Uh, suppose your brother is living in abroad. Okay, you have to send pickle to him. Then what you have to send, in the sense, your mother will prepare and you have to send. Now your mother will prepare and give you the pickle, but what you will do is you will get some pack, how you can able to pack that particular pickle without leak and all, you will be seeing, and accordingly you will be packing. Afterwards you will approach nearest what you call international courier people will be there, courier what you call organization will be there. You will be approaching them. Then what they will do, they will put this particular cover in one box. Okay, then they will put some address and all on top of it, and they will try to send. Then it will be received by some zonal office kind of thing. Suppose let us assume that is DTDC. Okay, at zonal office it will be received. So one small box will be there, but these kind of small boxes all together they will be putting in another big box, and they will be sending to airport finally. Okay, in it will be dumped in the what you call, it will be transferred to a plane. Then finally it will reach required what you call abroad country, whatever it may be, USA or something. Okay, afterwards it will not be delivered directly. What it will do, whatever the big box they have packed, from those small boxes will be separated. Next, from small boxes again this particular one will be separated. Like this some what you call, what we unboxing will be done in reverse way to the order which we have packed. Yes or no? Did you get the intuition?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, small packet will be in one small box and in another box, and it will be placed in another box, it will be placed in another box like this. Finally, that big box will be received at the end. But again, this unboxing will be done in reverse way. It is like, I think you know data structures, right? Stack, you know, right? You have a data structure subject, I think in the next semester.
Yes, sir, in
Okay,
the next semester.
okay. Okay, then it's fine. So it
Sir,
will
but
be
you have explained stack.
what, man?
Previously, you have explained stacks, sir.
Okay, I have explained. Okay. Then you know stack, right? Last in first out order. So in whatever the order we are putting, that is a small box and big box, then one more big box, like this we will be adding. Then we will be getting this kind of. Then this will be received at the end, and this unboxing will be done like this, like this, like this. Finally, we'll be getting. So last inserted this box will be removed first. Okay, this is nothing but last inserted one will come out first, last in first out order. Got it? So these kind of layers will be there, 7 layers will be there. All these 7 layers, some what, vertical, some layer will be added. Layer in the sense additional information will be added, like here we are adding this information, right? 010, this is additional one. Like that, at every stage some additional information will be there to validate at the end. Okay, at the receiver side, like this it will be done. Yeah, fine.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah, this is about error detection. Next, let us consider interesting thing related to error itself, that is error correction. All this time we could able to detect it, like 101 is there, even parity we are using. What will be the even parity bit? 101.
0.
What's the even parity? It is 0. Why? Because 2 already there, so even number. So 1010 will be received. Suppose if you receive 1011, then we can detect that there is an error. 1011 if you receive, then it is not having even parity. Understand? The number of ones is odd, so directly we can say it is having an error. So this, by using this parity, we could able to detect it, or we can use that CRC also, and we could able to detect it. Now the question is, as we could able to understand that there is an error, why we need to detect it? Why we need to detect in the sense? Why we need to find it is having an error in order to get the correct information? In order to get the correct information only, we are trying to detect it. Okay, by using parity we could able to detect it, but where is the error? Suppose 1010 is there, we have sent this one, but at the end we have received 11 or 1110. Okay, it is having an error. 1011, it is also having an error. Okay, so that bit can be bit error can be here, or bit error can be here, even bit error can be at other place as well. Single bit error, that is fine, single bit error, but where is that error? We cannot detect it. Understand? If you know, so for example, 101 is the one which we wanted to send, and we know that at second bit there is an error, at third bit there is an error, let us say at second bit there is an error. Then can we able to correct it or not? Try to get the question. 101 or 1011 is the data that we are sending, and we know that at second bit, this is first bit, this is first bit, this is second bit, this is third bit, like this. At second bit we are having an error. Can we able to correct it and get the correct code, correct data?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Why? Because there is only two alternatives, either 0 or 1. So at second bit we are having an error, in the sense second bit whatever we have, that we have to change it. So 1001 will be the correct data. Like this, whatever the error we have detected, if you could able to locate it at which place we are having the error, then we could able to correct it. Understand? Yes. I'll repeat once again. 1011 we are sending, and we know that at second place we are getting the error. So we could able to correct it like second place we are having only two alternatives, either 0 or 1. Whenever we have 1, we are saying it as an error. So we will change that 1 to 0. So automatically it will become correct. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now this error correction we will be seeing. Try to follow just one method I will be discussing. Yeah. Let us consider we are having some bits like 1 0 1 1 0 like this. Okay, 5 bits we are having. 5 bits we are having. For this, we will be, as we have appended parity bit earlier in the case of even parity, odd parity, we have appended how many bits? How many bits we have added additionally to the data?
1 bit.
1 bit. Similarly, to correct it, 1 bit is not sufficient. Why? Because I can give you one simple thing. 1011 is the data that we are having. So even parity we will be using. Even parity means this will be 1. So we will be receiving, let us assume 1101. Okay. Now this is the received one. Okay, this is the received one. Can we able to detect it? It is also having even parity only, right? This is also having even parity, this is also having even parity, so we cannot detect it. Although it is having an error. Here this bit is changed, this bit also changed. So we cannot detect it. Why? Because it is having multi-bit error. Single bit error only we could able to detect by using parity. That's what we have discussed already. Now the question is, by using single bit, we could not able to locate even 2-bit errors. Okay, and by using single bit, we cannot correct it also. Okay, this single bit is not sufficient to locate where that particular error has occurred. We could able to detect it. Single bit error is there means we could able to detect it, but we cannot correct it. Why? Because we cannot locate in which bit the change has occurred. Okay, so what is the understanding here is we need to have some more bits. Let us consider we are having actual data consists of d number of bits. Actual data consists of d number of bits, and we will be adding some redundant bits. Yeah, whatever the parity bit we have added, that is redundant bit. Like this, more than one redundant bit we should add. Okay, more than one redundant bits we should add. So what is this, or how we could able to determine is, there is one simple formula, 2 power r greater than or equal to d plus r plus 1. This is the formula. 2 power r is greater than or equal to d plus r plus 1. By using this particular formula, what is d here? Number of bits in the data, actual data. What is r? Number of redundant bits. Now let us consider we are having 5 as the number of bits in the data. So now you substitute 2 power r greater than or equal to this is 5, this is r plus 1. So it will be 2 power r greater than or equal to 6 plus r. What can be the minimum value of r? Minimum value of r, 2 power 1, if you write here
3.
r value, if r value is 1, is it correct? R value.
No, sir.
No. Next 2, r value 2.
No, sir.
No. R value 3.
No, sir.
No. R value 4.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So number of bits are, number of redundant bits that we need to add are 4 bits. Okay, like that we could able to determine where we will be adding, how we will be adding, I will tell you. Okay, just you understand that if we have d number of bits, and then we have to add r number of bits additionally, that is redundant bits we will be adding. So how we can obtain number of redundant bits is by using this formula, 2 power r greater than or equal to d plus r plus 1. Of course, this also we can get by intuition, but time will not support now. 2 power r, now by substituting d value, we could able to get what is the r value. Now it is r value, minimum possible r value is 4. That's what we will be considering. R is equal to 4. Similarly, suppose we are having 1101. Okay, this is the data that we wanted to transfer. So what will be the number of bits, number of redundant bits? D will be 4. Just to substitute 2 power r greater than or equal to d plus r, means d plus r plus 1. D plus 1 is 5 plus r. Now r value 1, will it satisfy? No. R value 2, no. R value 3, 2 power 3, will it
Yes, sir.
satisfy?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So number of redundant bits are 3. So whenever we have 4 bits, then it is additional redundant bits are 3. Whenever 5, then it is 4. Whenever it is 6, suppose 6 are there, 2 power r greater than or equal to 6. This is 6 plus r plus 1, so it will be 7 plus r. What we can write? Number of redundant bits.
4, sir.
4 only. R is equal to 4 only. Okay. I hope you understand till this point. Next,
Yes, sir.
now you consider whenever we are having 4 bits like 1011, we will be adding 3 bits. Okay, where these 3 bits needs to be added. Earlier we were having only 1 bit, that is parity bit, so we have appended at the end. CRC we have appended at end. But coming to this one, we will not append at the end. At what places we will be appending is, we will be appending at 2 powers, like 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, 2 power 4, like this. At 2 powers we will be adding. Okay, 2 power 0 as well, 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, like this. At 2 powers, whatever the places we are having, at those places we will be adding these redundant bits. That is, let us assume we are having this kind of thing. Okay, this is first place, second place, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like this, 7, 8. Okay. Now, at what places we will be adding? 2 power 0, that means at 1. 2 power 1, that means at 2 we will be adding redundant bits. Next, at 2 power 2, that means at 4 we will be adding. 2 power 3, so at 8 we will be adding. Try to understand, 2 power 8, 2 power 3, that means at 8 we will be adding redundant bits. Okay, let us name these as redundant bits. Redundant bit 1, redundant bit 2, this is 3, this is 4, like this. R1, R2, R3, R4, R5, so on we will be having. Now coming to the point, 1011 means what is the data? What is D? D is 4. 2 power r greater than or equal to d plus 1, that is 5 plus r. So it will be r value is equal to 3. So only 3 bits. So we will not be having 4th redundant bit. So we will be having up to this. Okay. So up to this only we will be having. Already 4 bits we are having with the data, and 3 redundant bits we are adding. So what are those 3 bits? R1, R2, R3. So how we will find R1, R2, R3? That is the question. Anyway, these are D1, D2, D3, D4. D1, you consider D1, D2, D3, D4. Okay, we know. So you put it there. One. Yeah, 1, 1, 0, 1. Okay, now 4 fields filled. Remaining 3 fields we have to consider. Got it? Till this point, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now to obtain R1, what we will do is, now we are left with one process, that how we can obtain this R1, R2, R3. If you know that, then other side process is reverse to it, that's it. Okay, now let us consider. We will write these numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, these positions in binary. What is the binary number of 1? 1 only. What is the binary number of 2?
1 0.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let us make these all things uniformly, like 0 1 1, 0 1 0, 0 0 1. Okay, now to obtain R1, what we will do is, we will consider these numbers. Out of these, whatever the numbers which are having the first place as 1. Try to understand. 0 0 1, what is the first place we are having? 1. Next 0 1 0, we are having 0, so we will not consider. Next 0 1 1, we are having 1. Next 1 0 1, we are having 1. Next triple 1, we are having 1. So these all we will be considering. This one, and this one. These 4 we will be considering. Okay. Now what are the corresponding bits that we have? Corresponding bits here, 1 1 1. That what is the corresponding bit? At this particular place, what is the corresponding bit?
1
1. At this place, what is the corresponding bit?
1.
Yeah, at this place we are having 1. At this place we don't know what is it. So now by considering these 4, we need to maintain again even parity. Even parity. So what will be the value of R1 now? Can you able to say?
1.
1. That's it. So R1 value is 1, that we have obtained. Next, to obtain R2, what we will do is, to obtain R2, again we will consider these, out of these, which one is having 1 in the second place. Earlier we have considered 1 in the first place. Now you consider 1 in the second place. So this will be considered, this will be considered, this will be considered, this will be considered. Okay, these 4. So now from these 4 we will be obtaining again even parity. So what is the bit correspondingly? For this it is 1. Next for this it is 0. For this it is 1. For this we have to obtain. Yeah, now you tell, what is the R2
0.
value?
0.
R2 value is 0. Yeah. Next you consider R3. How we can obtain R3? We need to consider, these which are having third place as 1. So these 2 are having, these 3, 4, that's it. Okay, these 4. So by considering these 4, we should obtain even parity again. Okay, even parity. So what is the bit? Now 1, next 0, next here 1, next R3. Now what is the value of R3?
0.
0. Yeah. Now you tell what is the final string that we will, what you call, pattern that we will be getting? 1 0, 1 0,
1 0 1 0 1 0 1.
1 0 1, isn't it? 1 0 1, R3 value we have obtained here as 0. So 1 0 1 0, then 1 is already there, R2 value is 0, then R1 value is 1. This is what we have obtained. Got it? Yes, till this point clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next, afterwards, this will be sent to the receiver. Okay, at the receiver side, what will happen is, Again, it will consider how many bits redundant bits, how many bits we are having, depending upon that how many redundant bits, all these things we could able to obtain. Then again it will calculate R1 value, R2 value, R3 value. Okay, again by using this particular code, it will obtain what is R1 value, what is R2 value, what is R3 value. Okay, and if these are like 0 0 1 or 0 1 0, okay, what is the decimal equivalent of 0 1 0?
2.
2, right? 0 1 0 is 2. At second place we are having an error. We can conclude that at second place we are having an error. Second place is nothing but this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, like this, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 in the same order we have considered here. So at second place we are having an error, like that we can detect. Suppose we have got 101, so at fifth place we are having an error, like that we can detect. We can detect exactly at which place we are having an error. If you know that, then immediately we could able to correct it, right? Suppose 101 we have obtained, so this is having the error at fifth place, this we know. So fifth place bit we will be changing from 1 to 0, remaining we will keep as it is. So this is the correct code. Understand? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Shall we see one example?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, here 1 0 1 0 1 0 1. This is what the receiver has to receive. 1 0 1 0 1 0 1. Okay, but let us assume we have received some other thing like 1 0 1 1 1 0 1. This is what we have received. Okay, now to find out R1, what are the positions that we will be considering? Positions are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Now what are the positions that we will be considering for R1? Do you remember it?
First position.
For R1, let us write it by saying R1. For R1, what are the positions? For R1, 1, 3, 5, 7. Yes or no? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, for R1, we will be considering 1, 3, 5, 7. Next, for R2, by saying you tell, for R2,
2,
green
3,
color.
6, 7.
For R2, green color. 2,
2, 3, 6, 7.
2, 3, 6, 7. Okay. Next, for R3, for
4,
R3,
5, 6, 7.
4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Now come back to this. Yeah. Now you obtain R1 from these bits. So what we have to consider? 1, 3, 5, 7. So this one 1, 3, 5, 7. What is the even parity? 1, 3, 5, 7.
0.
0. Okay. 1, 3, 5, 7 is 0. Next, for R2, for R2, for R2, what are the position? 2, 3, 6, 7. So 2, 3, 6, 7. Okay, these are the bits. So 1, 0, 1, 0. So what is R2?
0.
0. Okay. Now you consider R3. For R3, we have to consider 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. So what is the even parity?
1.
1. Okay. Now what we have received? 100. This is what we have received. What is the decimal equivalent of 100?
6.
100.
Sorry,
6.
sorry.
4.
4.
4. 100 is 4. So at which position, at what position we are having the error? At fourth position. What is the fourth position? This one. This is what we have changed, right? 1 0 1 0 we should have, but we have changed it as 1 0 1 1. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, like this we could able to detect where that particular bit has been changed, and we could able to correct it. So this particular error correction code, we call it as a Hamming code. Okay, this is called as Hamming code. This error correction code, we call it as Hamming code. This is the name of the scientist who has invented this error correction code. Okay, do you have any doubts? Today we have seen what is that binary code we have seen. In that, how we could able to detect an error. Single bit error will be there, multi-bit error will be there, burst error will be there. Out of these error detection, we could able to use parity. That means one parity bit will be added. That parity bit can be added based upon the even parity or odd parity. If you are using even parity, the number of ones including the parity bit will be even. If you use odd parity, the number of ones including parity bit is odd. Like this, we could able to find out the parity bit. At the end, that is at the receiver side also, we will be finding what? Parity bit. Okay, we will be finding parity including its parity bit. Then if you could able to get even number of ones whenever we are using even parity, if the number of ones is even, then we can say there is no error. If number of ones is odd, then we can say there is an error. Like this, we could able to detect single bit errors. Next what we have seen? CRC, right? Where is it? CRC somewhere. I think we have. Yeah, CRC in the sense we will be using division. At the end, we will be getting the remainder. That remainder we will be appending to the original data. Then that entire code we will be sending to the receiver. At the receiver side, again we will perform division. If you get the remainder as 0, then we can say there is no error. If there exists an error remainder, then there is an error. Like that, we could able to detect the error. Next, coming to error correction, we are having Hamming code. That is, for given d number of bits, we will be having r number of redundant bits. We will be obtaining r number of redundant bits. And how many number of redundant bits, how we can obtain? By using this formula, 2 power r greater than or equal to d plus r plus 1, by using a minimum value of r which will satisfy this particular equation we have to consider. Okay, and what is the position of r? That is redundant values, that is powers of 2, that is 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2. Like this, we will be considering where we need to place these redundant bits. Afterwards, we have to consider this one. What is it? We have to obtain those redundant bits. How we can obtain redundant bits? Just whatever the positions we have, in those positions, first place if you have 1, those all positions you consider to obtain the R1. First place if you have one, second place if you have 1, those all you consider to obtain R2. Third place if you have 1, those all you consider to obtain R3. Like this, we could able to obtain R1, R2, R3. Even you can consider, suppose for more number of bits, if you have as data, let us consider we are having 5 bits in the data, then 4 redundant bits we will be having. Then we will consider fourth position also. Fourth position where we are having 1, those all we will consider to obtain R4. Like that, we can able to obtain all the redundant bits. Then we will substitute there. We will get code word. This we call it as code word actually. Data word is 1011. After substituting redundant bits, after adding redundant bits, whatever the thing we are getting, this is called as code word. This is called code word. This is called, this one is data word. Okay. Now this code word will be transferred to the receiver. At the receiver side, again these redundant bits R1, R2, R3 will be calculated. If these 3 are 0, okay, at the end, at the receiver side, if R1, R2, R3 or 0, then we can say there is no error. If R1, R2, R3, if it is leading to some value, it can be 1, it can be 1, or it can be 2, it can be 3, it can be 4, like this. If it is 3, then at third position we are having an error. If it is 1, at first position we are having an error. Then that we could able to detect what you call correct it by interchanging. Suppose if you obtain 0, that means R3, R2, R1 value, magnitude value, that is decimal value is 0. That means all are zeros. Then we will be getting the magnitude as 0. Then what we can conclude? There is no error. Okay, in our example, we have obtained 100, which is leading to 4. So at fourth place, we are having an error that we can able to correct it. So this is error correction, detection and correction codes. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So tomorrow